Good morning, students. I hope you are all safe at home. I am Mageshwari. You are watching EduStar Class 3 Mathematics Lesson 4 Geometry and Patterns Part 5. Okay, students. Did you complete Lesson 4 Geometry and Patterns, page number 56, exercise 4.4b? Shall we check the answers? Now, look at this book exercise 4.4b. Measure the line segments in the following figures. What the first figure is? Yes, square. Length of line segment AB is equal to 4 cm. Length of line segment BC is equal to 4 cm. Length of line segment CD is equal to 4 cm. Length of line segment AD is equal to 4 cm. From this we understood all its sides in square are equal in length. Number 2. What the figure is? Good. Rectangle. Length of line segment PQ is equal to 5 cm. Length of line segment QR is equal to 3 cm. Length of line segment RS is equal to 5 cm. Length of line segment PS is equal to 3 cm. From this we understood opposite sides in rectangle are equal in length. Number 3. What the figure is? Yes, triangle. Length of line segment XY is equal to 3 cm. Length of line segment YZ is equal to 3 cm. Length of line segment XZ is equal to 3 cm. Did you measure all those line segments properly? Good. In the previous session, we discussed about simple concepts in geometry, right? Do you remember that? Okay, let's recap. The basic geometrical concepts are dependent on 4 key elements. They are the point, line segment and ray. First, point. A small dot without any size. We use a capital letter to name a point. Next, line. A line has one dimension, that is length, but no beginning and no end. We express line by an overbar with arrowheads at each end over 2 letters corresponding to points on the line. Next, line segment. A part of a line is a line segment. It has a beginning and an end. We denote line segment by an overbar over 2 letters corresponding to points on the line segment. We can measure and draw a line segment by using ruler because it has a beginning and an end. Finally, ray. A part of a line that has a fixed starting point but no end point. We express ray by an overbar with arrowhead at one end over 2 letters corresponding to points on the ray. Okay, children? Today we are going to learn about patterns and tiling. Already I said the repeating shapes make a pattern. Patterns make things look beautiful. We can see patterns on clothes, animals, and in the way leaves and flowers are arranged in plant. Patterns can be made in different ways. Let's see. First, by using different shapes like square, rectangle, triangle, circle, oval, and so on. Next, by using different colors like red, green, blue, yellow, and so on. Then, by using different sizes like small, big, tall, short, and so on. Or by combining two or more of these. Now say, how do you find the pattern of a shape? Okay, I will explain. To find a shape pattern, you need to identify the order of shapes that is being repeated. To complete a shape pattern, you need to look at the last known shape and then add the next in the order. For example, here we having square, rectangle, circle, then again square, rectangle. Now say, what shape will come next? Yes, circle, then square, then rectangle. So, we found this shape pattern by identifying the order of shapes that is being repeated. In this same way, we can also find the patterns of colors, sizes, and other orders. Sometimes, patterns also can be occur by changing sizes and colors. For example, small triangle in red color and big triangle in green color. And this order is being repeated. Or occur by changing shapes and colors. For example, circle in green color, triangle in pink color, and square in blue color. And this order is being repeated. Patterns also can be made by changing the number of objects. For example, first only one oval shape, then two oval shapes, then three oval shapes. This leads to increasing number of same shapes. Patterns also can be made by turning the number of objects. That is, it shows direction. For example, first, a triangle faces upside. Then it turns left side. Then downside. Then right side. This leads to turning a shape. Do you know one thing? Number patterns also there. Number pattern means a list of numbers that follow a certain order. For examples, 1, 4, 7, 10 forms a number pattern. To get the next number, add 3 because 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. So, to get the next number, add 3 with 10. The answer is yes, 13. Next, 1, 2, 4, 8 forms a number pattern. To get the next number, multiply by 2 because 1 twos are 2, 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8. To get the next number, multiply by 2. So, 8 twos are, the answer is 16. Then 10, 20, 30 forms a number pattern. What the next number is? Yes, 40. After that, 50. How we got these numbers? Yes, we added 10 with last number, that is 30. So we got 40 and we added 10 with 40. So we got 50. Now say this: 25, 20, 15 forms a number pattern. What the next number is? Yes, 10. After that, 5. Because here we subtracted 5 to got the next numbers. Okay, students. Do you know about tiling? I will explain. A tiling is a pattern made by shapes that fit into each other without leaving a gap. See the examples. Tiling with a square, tiling with a triangle with equal sides, pattern with tiles of 3 colors, pattern with 2 different tiles. In those examples, are you seeing any gap between each shapes? No, right? So, those are all tilings. Children, do you all like coloring? Then take your math book, turn page number 58, lesson 4, geometry and patterns, exercise 4.6, A. Draw the next 2 shapes in each pattern. This exercise is too easy for you. Do neatly with appropriate colors. If you have any doubt while coloring, then you will check this. Also complete page number 60, exercise 4.6b. Write the next 3 numbers in each number pattern. We will check the answers in next section. Hope you understood today's class. Thank you, dear students.